All right, all right. Shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, we'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makak Wadash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, Akim, of just pushing the truth in love and sincerity and in charity with all humility. Okay, so yeah, man, this is GMS Andres Camp, GMS Bahamas Andres. Okay, we back there again on highways and byways to bring you another edifying lesson through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, Lord, will you receive it? All right. So yeah, man, we got a few lessons lined up. Okay, as the Most High put His Spirit upon us to bring it. Okay, take heed, Israel. All right. So yeah, man, we can touch on prophecies. Okay, basically that's the main thing. Okay, prophecies. Okay, and other lessons that would cause you to be built up even more in the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay. So yeah, man, as we know, World War III, okay, is imminent. All right. We know that is coming. Okay, and right now the latest news is that the US and UK, okay, is teaming up, all right, to make war with Iran. Okay. And the Lord did say, look, you know, the war is gonna go down in Jehovah Shaphat, okay, which is Yahweh Shaphat. Okay, the war of Armageddon. Okay, so we know that that's gonna happen. So when you look at it, being beautiful times. Okay, but before all this take place, okay, we know that the one of the major prophecies have to come to pass, which is the subdermal. Okay, as the scriptures say, take it in your right hand or your forehead. Okay, so we know that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, which is the devil the Bible speaks of. Okay, he's aiming to have full total control over you. Okay, he wants to be fully your God. Because right now, 2/3 of our people, he's ruling. Okay, he have control over. All right, and the rest of the world. Okay. So yeah, man, this article I get here from the End Times headlines. Okay. We can just jump through that. Okay, and bring it out so that hey, you'll know exactly what's going on in the world today. God, just read the headline from my brother. Folks, God,
Volkswagen to begin installing Chat GPT in their new models. But why?
God. All right, so here the headline of this article. Okay, they say Volkswagen to begin installing Chat GPT in their new models. But why? Okay, so the name of this lesson is "You're being watched," even as we know. All right, now Volkswagen installing Chat GPT, which is an AI, okay, artificial intelligent chatbot. Okay, now if you watch that one of the Fast and Furious movies, you will see AI has already been inside these cars. Okay, whereas the villain was controlling all the cars at that time at the movie when Vin Diesel was chasing after the villain. Okay, so this is nothing new. Okay, but just that hey, Esau Edom right now is making that transition to being fully digitized. Okay, they're moving everything into AI. Okay. So now many news and articles out there are telling you plainly that you are being monitored, you're being tracked, and you are being recorded in the system or in some type of way. For number one, you have Google. Google know everything about you. Then you have Apple. Okay. For those of us who have Android phones, Google controlling that. For those who have Apple phones, well, you know Apple controlling that.
Even some of your smart TVs watching and listening to you too.
Done. Okay. You have Microsoft, Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, and other social media platforms are already doing this. So if you think that you are not being monitored, you better think again. Okay. Because these devils have your data. Okay. The only thing, they only have a portion of you. Okay. Because they don't know exactly where you are at a certain time. Now some data they can pinpoint. Okay. And some data they can't accurately pinpoint. Okay. So they only have a portion of you, but they want all of you. Okay. So that they can have total control over you. And we know that this ain't nothing new. This is one of their schemes. Okay. All right. So he want uh, the whole world to be to take it subdermal. Okay. And by doing so, you will be giving him total control. If somebody can get Matthew 4, 8, and 9, and we just can get these precepts to show you that this devil tempt Yahweh, okay, by telling him, like, yeah, if you will fall down and worship me, then I will give you all of these things. Okay, we don't.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 8 and 9. And the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and sheweth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
Done. All right. So you see, this devil, when they say, and the devil taking him up, that's the so-called white man. Okay, because devil means the deceiver. Who's deceiving the people today? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, and we know our people. They like material things. They materialize. They like everything that's new as well.
They got a marveling at that AI. That's AI. That woman with you, that thing with you post, that video clip you post.
Done.
All them in admiration of that what that is? That's a robot or something.
That's digital
Digital.
AI.
Yeah.
You see, that ain't real.
Right.
You can't even put your hand on that.
So how much money they spend? How much billionaires are they gonna spend money?
You see what I'm saying? You know, and this program running every month. How much she making? But 40,000 a month or something like that. You see, on Twitter. You see, and that ain't even real. You see, and right now they have certain rappers is AI right now. They have Tupac, they have DMX, okay, they have Biggie. All of them there was AI right now. So sooner or later, okay, you know what they can do? They can make it easy for you. They say, like, if you want to hear Tupac new music or any of your dead celebrity rap artist new music, they can put that in AI form and say, look here, we can charge you to come to his concert in the matter voice.
Done.
You see what I'm saying?
Well,
And if you listen to these music, man, it sounds just like them.
you're right. Even when you look at it in the metaverse, all right, you could have other people write these songs, but they just rapping it over.
Gun.
You see, it's basically they working with dead artists.
Exactly.
You know?
You see?
And a good example of that is the account with Samuel and the witch and dog when he called up the witch, you know, from the grave.
Gun.
See, when he called up Stalaki, when he called up Samuel,
Right, Samuel.
and when Saul called up Samuel, right, all right. So
See,
that's basically the same thing.
same thing, right?
You see, they bring these dead artists, they bring them alive in the metaverse.
Gun.
That's right.
Witchcraft is correct.
Right, and here's the crazy thing. Now you have artists don't even want to wake with them. They're still already dead. Say let them rest.
That's it.
Well, you could have a conversation with them every day, you know, just like how you talking to me in real life.
Yeah.
It's the same
Government, exactly.
Right.
Same thing.
That's the part of those miracles.
That's the part of those miracles. Exactly.
Right.
So fun.
Right. And the thing about it, right? The same lifestyle they live in real life, that's how they living
In the
the
metaverse.
metaverse.
Same thing. You see? I did listen to one of them songs with the AI wrote what singing one of Tupac song. Tupac saying, man, look at they thought he was dead, but he's still here in the spirit.
Right. That's what they did. What they did. What they did. All they did is they compiled all his interviews,
Yeah,
everything from he first come on the scene till he died.
gun.
You know, so even in the metaverse, the way he walked, the way he dressed, the way he talked, same thing.
Same
You know,
thing.
they ain't no different.
You know?
So yeah, basically that's what it is. You know, a good example too of that is that movie, it on Netflix too, Young E.
Yeah.
Gun,
Right?
gun, yeah, right.
They take all the consciousness and they just download it into a machine. And
Gun,
that's exactly what we saying with the metaverse.
right. And the other movie with just came out the creator. Okay, with Denzel Washington's son. Okay. They downloaded his his woman conscience and put it inside that same AI robot, you know, and as though like nothing there will happen. Okay, that's it. So at the end of the day, this devil he wants to have full and total control over you. Okay, he wants to control your thoughts. And just think about the younger generation who love these dead artists like DMX. You know, some of the older generation who love Easy E and Michael Jackson. And they can be paying top dollars just to flick and go in the metaverse just to get them.
Just to speak in last with narration.
You see? These are things what they admire rather than the Lord. Okay? If a brother could get
Out there too, I'd like to say this too before you move on, right?
done.
Even with these dead artists, right? If you go on like on YouTube, you know they always running little tests and things to which artist you think would be the best battle rapper. You know, and then they'll have like one or two artists what is alive and one or two what is dead. You see? So yeah, man, all these things they running the you know basically implementing this metaverse.
Done. You see? All right. So we can get Revelation 13 and 15 to 17.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15, and it reads, And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Done. So you see that? And he calls read that again, Baba Kusha.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast,
Had power to give life to the image of the beast. All of this is the power of this devil's image.
that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not to worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. Again, there's a difference between the image and the mark.
Done.
All right. The image is going into this whole system So if you ain't down with this system, the system is gonna kill you. That's basically what the scripture is saying.
That's it.
All right. So it's the difference between the image and the mark. The mark is the actual literal subdermal.
Gone.
The image is the system.
That's it.
Ideologies, the lost and custom.
Read.
Gone.
And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Gone. Okay. And that scripture there, that's plain and straight to the point. Okay. And as the ark said, there's a difference between the image and the subdermal. Okay. So now we can just go into this article. We just want to bring that out.
Be careful what you say while you are driving your vehicle, because you are being watched. Today we live in a giant surveillance prison in which virtually everything that we do is being monitored, tracked, recorded, and analyzed.
Gone. You see that? Chat GPT is an artificial intelligence chatbot. Okay. Who owns Chat GPT? Open AI. Okay. And that was funded by various investors, mainly Esau Edom. Okay. And you have some Moabs as well. Okay. Because Moab, a lot of them Moabites, they wrote a lot of AI programs. Okay. When you check Taiwan, Taiwan is the largest manufacturers of chips. Okay. So them Moabites, they have a lot to deal with AI. Okay. This open source model enables individuals to utilize and alter it to fit their need. Like we was talking about it earlier. If you want to hear a dead rap artist sing again, what they do? They alter it. Okay, like Doc was saying, if you want to have a conversation with him or him or her, they could alter that. You see? In other words, they saying they could bring that back to life. You see? And all of this is to have you in admiration. Okay? Because it's easy for them to have you in admiration so that they can chip you. Okay? And like I said, Jake like new things. And Jake like psychedelic things. Okay? Things that have you tripping out. Okay? Okay? It says such as engage in conversations, gain insight, and automated tasks. And this is all what this AI could do, and even more. Okay? So this is the part of the devil's scheme, okay, in wheeling you people in. All right? This is a part of their scheme. Okay? This is how they get you to know. This is how they get to know you better. Okay? Because right now, if you go on online now, right, and you type in image of Yahweh Shai, they can show you all type of image of Yahweh Shai. Okay, and this image, right? Like how my name is Yashawan. Guess what? My picture can pop up. You know? So this devil have little data on every Akim as well. Okay?
Right. Even like like certain words we say. All right. And I get this from the elder brother Malcolm a long time ago. Anytime you Google or press together and you go with images, who you think you can see? The elder brother Malcolm.
Can't. That's it. You know? Because I talking to a brother from Trini. Okay, the brother's screenshot this image, okay, of he said he type in Yahweh Shai, okay, and he's man Lo and behold, you have a couple other images of who we believe is Yahweh Shai, and then my image right there. So I said, boy, this devil can get all your information. You know, all right, but he didn't get all. He may think he get all. Okay, all right. Like I say, he wants to get to know you better. He will know where you're going out, you're coming in, what you eat, what you buy, what time you go sleep, what time you get up, what's your daily routine, what time you go to work, what time you get off. Okay, what doctor you attend to. Okay, just like that movie Born Supremacy. Okay, when they're looking for bomb. All right, the chief or the commander in charge, he's the man who know everything but bomb. All right, and this is how this devil them. Okay, have us, the men of the Lord. Okay, what which they call as prophets of doom. Okay, they will know everything but you. All right, brother.
You read that paragraph again, brother.
Be careful what you say while you are driving your vehicle, because you are being watched.
Right, it says that we are being watched. And that's scriptural. All right, our enemies watching us. Okay, watch this, right? We'll back it up right now with precept, right? This is the book of Lamentation, chapter 4, verse 18. It says, they hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. What this? Our our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven, right? They pursue us upon the mountains. They lie wait for us in the wilderness. All right, that's going into what? All of these damn cameras.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that going into the system in the cars. Like the brothers, like that article said, you better be careful what you say.
Can
All right, because they seeing you, they hearing you. It ain't no hiding from them.
hiding can. And guess what? Even more in the article, it can tell you. It can name off a whole heap of other stuff. you know. Okay. All right. If somebody get Colossians 2:8, like they say, this devil, he have a whole lot of data on you, but guess what? He wants to even know you more better. You see?
This is the book of
Colossians 2:8.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after a Messiah.
Can. All right. Through philosophy is the point. Okay. All is science, because philosophy goes back to science. Okay. Philosopher. All right. So he put this thing together. Okay. Just to wheel you in. AI. Okay. And AI right now, if you watch that movie Moon Landing, okay, that's another movie you got to check out dealing with AI. Okay. You remember we did a lesson last year sometime dealing with Elon Musk saying he won in Google about AI. All right. Saying it's a dangerous thing or something like that. Okay. But this devil, he know exactly what he's doing. All right. Let's go back to that article.
In this day and age,
God.
in this day and age, you should just assume that nothing that you do is ever private. When I was much younger, if I really wanted to have a private conversation with someone, I thought that taking a long drive with that person was a great way to do that.
God. All right. That's the devil's system. Okay. Can't forget about these satellites. What Bill Gates sent up a few years back. Elon Musk sent up thousands. Okay. And everything becoming digitized.
Right? the scripture said, "My our prosecutors are swifter than the eagle of heaven."
God,
Or they didn't forget about the satellite.
yeah.
Sitting
Remember a
right
few
there.
years back, all those satellites what Bill Gates sent up, and all those satellites Elon Musk sent up. You see? So you see now they watching over you. They want to have total control over you. They want to they right now they're controlling your cars. Okay? You see? Somebody tell me the other day, man, so indirectly ain't gonna be no more gas car. You see? Because uh electric cars taking over. Okay, and they are being controlled by AI. Okay. So if you in your car, right, they can lock the doors and they can flick and speed up the car, or you pressing brakes, ain't nothing happening, they can kill you in that car.
I carry you to the wherever their
With
destination is.
yeah,
It's not really something that was in that movie that they that movie is the president and his wife remote. And we just but at the end of the movie they had all the tests just running into each other, just slamming into each other with no one inside of them. You know? Yeah, leave the
God,
world behind. That shows you they showing you what they do in mind.
yep. And they did the mass recall, right? You know, I read the paragraph again, Baba Bishop.
God. In this day and age, you should just assume that nothing that you do is ever private. When I was much younger, if I really wanted to have a private conversation with someone, I thought that taking a long drive with that person was a great way to do that.
God. All right. So why they gonna be watching you? Because you already give them some form of rights when you purchase that smart TV, like the Ark said, that smart car, that smart watch, a smart ring, smart appliances, listening devices. All right, all these different things. Okay, this is why they could watch you. Your cell phone is top of the line. You say, same, you know,
Alexa.
Alexa, you know, all these things.
Them say AirPods is they do.
Yeah.
They be whispering all kind of shit in your head when you lay down. Yeah, boy.
You know,
They gonna kill this one.
you see what I'm saying?
I saw something article how this couple must they bought one of the uh Alexa, but he had to take that and put that on the house, but they started revealing so much information.
No,
Yeah.
Salakia too before you bring the piece up, bro. This I don't know if y'all see the video, but they was asked this couple of owners asked Alexa when the bird will appear. She give them a date, bro. She give them a date.
What?
You know.
Huh? Hey,
Coming,
and Salakia, right?
coming.
See, on this side of the world, on the west side, we know about Alexa, we know about the Google, we know about the Microsoft, all these different smart devices. But guess what? In Russia, they have a smart device doing the same thing. In China, doing the same thing. Japan, doing the same thing. They just different names.
That's done.
You see? Okay. So they keep in watch. All this is data they collecting from you. Okay. I'll read up third part. Oh, you have three step, brother.
Yeah,
Oh, I do.
this is First Timothy chapter 6, verse 20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babbling and opposition of science, falsely so called. The opposition of science. You to avoid, okay, these things.
God.
Keep that which is committed to thy trust. This word, okay, this gospel.
That's it.
And avoid, okay, avoiding profane and vain babbling. Who's profane? Esau,
Esau, Edom.
okay? Avoiding his profane and vain babbling. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
God. Because all it is distraction and you'll just to lure you in. Okay.
Bread and things like that.
God.
But those days are long gone, unless you have a vehicle that was manufactured some time ago. It is spying on you. In fact, a report that has been released by the Mozilla Foundation actually states that vehicles are the official worst category of products for privacy
Gun,
that Mozilla has ever reviewed.
gun. All right. So they're saying like yeah, these smart cars and these electric vehicles what they bringing out. Okay. They collecting a whole heap of data on you. Okay. But you claim to be private. All right. Which in they saying that they are the voice. Okay. All right. So AI, the same thing you said was so cute, will be the same thing that is gonna hunt you down. Okay. But for us, the Most High, on our side, if we fear Him and keep it His ways. Okay. But if we get Proverbs 19 and 23 and Psalms 103, 17 and 18.
Proverbs 19 and 23. It reads, "The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that abideth shall, and he that had it shall." We start over. Proverbs 19 and 23. "The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that had it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil."
Gun. He should not be visited with evil. Because why? He fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai and he's protected by Yahweh Shem Yahushai from all the sad perils that is about to happen. Okay. Even though Esau may get a few data. Okay. But at the end of the day, that man, that brother, okay, the Most High is going to protect him for whatever Esau going to bring. You see? Because guess what? This shows that the Most High is merciful, okay, to them that fear him. All right. You can bring that Psalms 103.
Psalms 103 and 17 and 18. For the mercy of the Lord of the power is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children, to such as keep his commandments, and to those that remember his commandments to do them.
Gun. All right. But for those who worry for this world and the things in this world will be taken by it. Okay. Because the Lord tell you, man, love not the things of the world. Or love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Okay. So you love these things, what's happening now, your smart cars and TVs and all these other stuff. Check right, the miracles of Esau, Edom, you can be taken by it. Okay. So you can imagine Jake get all these things they get from a smart house, the smart car, everything inside their house smart. You see, they fantasize over these things. So no doubt they will take that subdermal. What could give them flicking, you know, everything.
If you would have asked Jake Slocky, right, brother? If you would have asked Jake, what's that acronym AI stands for, they can't tell you. But they can tell you what happened last night in the NBA or other various things, worldly shit.
Yeah.
Tell you what latest secular music is on.
Yeah. Can't tell you shit.
You know.
They can tell you running this one and who running that one. That's what they can tell you. You know, shit was going on.
Distractions.
All right. I tell you. Okay. So guess what? We can go to. I can show you another little from another article. Okay, what basically say the exact same thing. Okay, from the same source. All right.
Artificial intelligence Artificial intelligence is the elite's effort to construct a global surveillance prison from which there is no escape possible.
John, you see that?
Way around the pieces.
No way around. You see, because why? They want to have every single thing on you. They want to watch you. Like how they have that Santa Claus song.
Mhm.
Okay.
Every inch of our planet is being watched. Every inch of our planet is being watched. On incredibly sophisticated artificial intelligence solutions make it possible for those that are watching our planet to find out whatever they want in just minutes. You can try to run and you can try to hide, but if they really want to find you, it won't be very difficult. All around us, a global surveillance prison is being constructed. Even if you completely stay off the internet and you totally avoid all forms of modern technology, cameras and satellites still be endlessly watching you. And once your face has been identified, artificial intelligence can be used to locate you wherever you pop up on the entire planet.
Gun. You see that? All right. So Esau, Edom, they have everything in place. Okay. Just to get you. Okay. You can't hide. Okay.
I want to bring out a point, right? I watched a movie, I think it was a year ago, about I forget what the movie name. This lady, what happened to her, right? This AI technology framed her for a crime she didn't fucking do, and she couldn't nowhere escape with that situation. The people were framed her. I think there was something like some hackers or some shit, but all over she tried run and she tried hide. They find that they always locate her location. You understand?
Put my face forward anywhere.
Yeah, they framed her for crime she didn't do. That's the dangers of this AI
But
system.
AI could do that,
Gun.
they could place you anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. The
And
dangers of this AI system,
who's
but
to say they're wrong?
That's
mhm,
it.
she couldn't hide.
You know,
So this is what the article says that you can't hide.
you can't hide.
Right,
Even if you off the internet,
right,
you can't hide.
right.
You see. So Esau them have cameras up. All over the place. Okay. And guess what? You may have cameras up right now by your house or by the hotel or by wherever on the street pole. They can use them same cameras to pick you up.
Right. A quick precept, brother. That's the only place you could hide, right? Because my Bible there and says the security of the godly.
Gun.
It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty."
Gun.
What's the secret place? The same truth.
That's it.
In Yahweh, Shem Yahushai.
God,
That's it. And that's the only place you could hide.
the most important thing in the world.
John hide, please.
You see?
Read.
As the scripture say, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it and safe.
Gun.
God,
Now, this is the only place you could hide.
That's it. You know.
Read verse 3 and 4.
But the Christians them, where do you think they can hide? You see, you can't hide in flicking Jesus.
they be right in that.
You know.
What they call it, what the word is now, what you say?
Better voice.
Yeah, they be right, Christians can be right inside to
Uh,
So, continue.
yeah, continue.
If you're wondering which gadgets have the worst user privacy practices, it turns out the answer may be parked outside.
Like so like your Tesla will be parked right outside, and other electric vehicles.
Nissan Leaf.
Yeah, you know.
Don't let it be a cyber dump.
Yeah, that's another thing. Why they pushing for these electric cars and whatnot. You know, they're doing away with the old automobile and gasoline to push these electric cars to be in control of you. Okay, all that
That's the
being
devices.
having control and command of you. But these electric cars, they have full control of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So if you're wondering which gadgets have the worst user privacy practices, it turns out the answer may be parked outside. According to a report published by the Mozilla Foundation on Wednesday, cars are the official worst category of products for privacy that it's ever reviewed.
Done. All right. So guess what? They get all your information. As long as when you purchase that vehicle, they get everything. Okay. All right. We can
Car makers have a long list of personal information.
done. A long list of personal information. Okay. So when we first start with this article, the person is saying like, yeah, they wouldn't want them to have no information on them. You see, but the minute you purchase this car, okay, you're giving them full authority of your privacy. All right.
You know what? And that's so dangerous too, right? Because this thing running off the regular internet.
Done.
The internet
So,
even ain't hard no nothing. So
done.
it's easy for hackers to access these things.
That's it.
You know, or they could take one glitch in the system and throw everything
So
and
exactly.
shut everything down.
And it's so easy for them to be in your life because these things ain't only watching them, but they listening. You could have a conversation with my phone in my pocket, and the minute I go in my pocket and get my phone and start to stroll, what if we was talking about a car or a watch or a dog? Exactly what we've been talking about. We going It gonna end up in our scrolling. You know
Done.
what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
they getting deep. So they say where you would own nothing and be happy. That means you wouldn't even have your own privacy.
That's it. That's what Santa Claus was saying. You'll own nothing and be happy.
Right. And which is one of the key places where everybody's have conversation most of the time in their cars, right?
Huh?
In their cars.
Right.
You got your car watching you and listening to you. You got your phone watching you and listening to you. Don't have a smart glasses or Ray-Bans. They got the new camera and the Bluetooth on that now. You
Yeah.
got that watching you. You got your watch watching you. You got
Yeah.
we being watched.
So
We
it
ain't
ain't safe
watching,
to leave,
listening.
it ain't safe to pillow talk.
No, you gotta park your car
Oh
down
shit.
the road and
Oh,
put your stuff in the basement somewhere else and hide these smart things from
Yeah,
you.
so
'Cause
you can TV up there.
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm telling
And
you.
that's it.
No pillow talking no more.
That's it. And to lock right. Hey, Karaza, you remember a few years back when I was in Nassau, I could log on the computer, phone where you was,
Right.
and do whatever I had to
Do
do.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see? And that's a little light thing, right? Esau could do that without even you even knowing. You see? Or read that again, Babu Kisha.
So car makers have a long list of personal information. They say that they may track, including employment and purchasing history, education, internet browsing history, location data, music and podcast listening habits, immigration status, religious and philosophical beliefs, and health information.
Can. So you see that? All this information, okay? All of this information and data, okay, they're just collecting from your car. Your eating, your listening habits, whatever you listen to a podcast, music, okay, your health. Like we was talking about a little earlier, you go have a conversation and they listening to that.
Pocket, you
You
listen.
see what I'm saying? If two guys just committed robbery and they just talking about it in their car, man, no time the man pick them up.
Really, ain't really no joke, boy. It's getting serious.
You see? All right, so you can't hide. Okay, but when the time has come, okay, when the time to come to wait, when the time has come, the wicked will be brought down and shall remain. Okay, because these devils, them, like I say, they listening to you and they collecting data. Okay, even right now, while we screaming, they listening to this. You see what I'm saying? Okay, all right,
This kind of information collected, this kind of information collected varies from personal information like medical data to how drivers are using the vehicle itself, such as how fast they drive, where they drive, and even the music they listen to. Both Nissan and Kia are noted to allow the collection of information regarding the user's sex life.
you see that? So all this stuff they collecting. You see? from a user's sex life. You see?
Then when you really think about it, that thing is a demon.
And that's it. You know?
When you watch them horror movies and shit, basically your whole life that demon is come at you. See, I
Yeah.
said that he used that desires against you.
Gone.
This one is his father. Only father the accept like shit. When
What?
you like man, they can know you like
They
man.
can know. And guess what? They will sex you up with a man.
That's it.
They could do that. Because they have your sex life on record. You see, I said, God, you know. So, like I say, the time will come when the wicked will be brought down and shall remain. All right, better you could get Job 28, 21, 28 to 32.
This is Job 21:28. For ye say, where is the house of the prince? And where are the dwelling places of the wicked? Have ye not asked them that go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens?
God, all right, all right. Uh, those who travel this way and recognize their witnesses or their witness, their testimony or their reports, what we doing right now, reporting on Esau, Edom. Okay, this is our witnesses. What we doing out here on the highways and byways. Okay, prophesying. Okay, read on.
That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction.
God, that the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction. For all the wickedness he've done and doing in the earth today. Okay, we out on highways and byways prophesying, letting you know that that the time is gonna come when he's gonna be brought down. Okay, read on.
They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
God, they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Okay, when you go to Obadiah, okay, 1 and 18, tells you, man, how that we're gonna flick and devour him. Okay, read on.
Who shall declare his way to his face?
The Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will declare.
And who shall repay him what he had done?
God, but if we get our Deuteronomy 7, 9, and 10.
Deuteronomy 7 and 9. Know therefore that the Lord thy power, he is Yahweh, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations, and repay them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hated him. He will repay him to his face.
God, you see that? All right, and Job 21 and 30, 31 say, who shall declare his way to his face? And who shall repay him what he had done? You see? All right, we on Job 21 and 32.
Yet shall he be brought to the grave and shall remain in the tomb.
God, all right, this devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, you get us last precept, Psalm 49 and 14.
The book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 14. And it reads, like sheep they are laid in the grave, death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning, and their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling.
God, okay. So Esau, Edom, we know you're watching. We know you're listening. Okay, so listen to those precepts real good. Okay, because use the end of the world. Okay, and Jacob is the beginning that follow it. All right. So yeah, my Lord will that was edifying. All right. In the words of Bashar,
We move.
as we move.
Shalom. My lesson today. My lesson today is the importance of the truth in our daily lives. I hope my lesson be edifying, and brothers, y'all got your precept, y'all bring them along to help for edification. So the importance of the truth in our daily lives, daily living. It's above all things that our hearts could barely desire. It's above our needs and our wants. It's above uh it's above our marital status. It's above our relationship status. And most important, it's above all our feelings and sexual lust, needs, and wants. So you ask yourself, so so does Yahweh want us to be alone? No, he doesn't. But he doesn't want us to be or get distracted either. He doesn't want us to miss out on the promise for Israel. He does, he doesn't want us to miss out on our kingdom that's on the horizon. There are many distractions out here. A man in this truth could be distracted by his wife, woman, girlfriend that is not a believer in Yahweh. And the same for a woman in this truth. A man, boyfriend, husband could be her downfall. A friend or family member that you might love dearly while being in the truth, that is not in the truth, could be your distraction. So the Most High has made us aware of all these distractions. And our awareness is knowing what comes first and our first priority. And that's knowing the truth. Knowing Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. You can have everything your heart desire and not have the truth, and yet you are still dead.
Okay.
You still have the promise, and once you have the truth, you have everlasting life.
Okay.
So when you get 25.
I'm done. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and 25. Now concerning virgins, I have no commandment of the Lord, yet I give my judgment as one that hath obtained mercy of the Lord to be faithful.
Give me 1 second. Yeah.
God, this is 1 Corinthians 7 and 35. And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon the Lord without distraction.
God. So the Most High know there's many distractions out here, and he doesn't want us to be distracted. And why is it so important that we not be distracted? Why is the Most High so concerned about our distractions? Ask yourself this question. He's concerned because of the period of time that we are living in this kingdom. He's concerned because the time draweth nigh. The Most High wants us to be prepared and ready for the kingdom at hand. He doesn't want us to get catch with our pants down. He doesn't want us to get caught up in doing our worldly responsibilities and miss out on our promise. He wants us to put first which is first, and that is applying the truth to our daily lives. Because, my brethren, we are almost out of time. We know this because we feed on this truth. And the Most High knows this. That's why he's so concerned about our distractions. And our enemy knows that their time is running out. And that's why they are applying all of these distractions, which includes global crisis. They got the global crisis. And when I say global crisis, I mean like, you got these you got weather problems, you got chemtrails, they're putting these things all around. Then they coming behind with their harp system and messing up the weather all around places. You got all kind of strange things going on. You got birds in the wrong places, you got fishes piling where they never used to be, you got You got bad weather. We got these things happening where the weather happening where these things never used to happen before. So you got global crisis. You got destabilization. That's the destabilization of these governments when they come in. You see what happened there in Haiti, and then you have a lot of other countries that got destabilized by Babylon. You have you have a financial collapse, which is another distraction. The rid of cash in society, economic drought. The USD failing. Then you got viral releases, new strain of viruses. You know, and last you got insane conflicts. And I say insane conflicts, I mean these so-called aliens and these blue bird beam these contracts, these things that they're getting ready to do. So our Father wants us to be in aware of these distractions, and He wants us to be in awareness of who our enemies are and what our enemies are doing. The only way we are going to be able to detect any of these things is applying this truth about Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to our daily living. Every day, not just fellowship or on Saturdays, but every day so that we can have eternal life. So we get our First Corinthians 7:29.
God. This is 1 Corinthians 7:29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It meaneth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
Yeah, so the Most High wants us to be nothing to get in our way, not even personal relationships. Can you stand at the top of First Corinthians 7:1 and read down?
God. This is 1 Corinthians 7:1. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband, and likewise also the husband hath not power over his own body, but the wife. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
So the Most High wants us, even in our relationships, He wants us to give Him time. And like it says here in verse 5, you know, unless you both agree to refrain from sexual intimacy for a limited time, so you can give yourself more completely time to pray. And after you should come against that so that Satan won't be able to tempt you because of your lack of self-control. So if you're in this truth, and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, you wouldn't even be tempted. You know, read 6.
God. 1 Corinthians 7:6. But this, but I speak this by permission and not of commandment. For I would that all men were even as I myself, but every man had his proper gift of the Most High, one after this manner and other after that.
John. So in these days, the Most High is saying that there's nothing wrong with being without a woman or without a man, you know, um, because it makes it easier for you then to follow Him. You put Him first and everything else first. I don't know if you all understand where I'm coming from, you know. And read it.
God. Verse 8. I say therefore to the unmarried and the widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot continue, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn.
Yes. So the Most High is not saying something is wrong with being married or having this, but He at bottom line is He just wants you to put Him first and put this work first and put this truth first. You know. Read 9.
God,
Okay.
verse 9. But if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. And unto the and unto the marry I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband.
Done. 11.
But and if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife.
Done. Read 12. Just keep reading.
Okay, verse 12. But to the rest, speak I, not the Lord. If any brother had a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away.
Done. So the Most High is saying, if you're in this truth and you're with someone that doesn't believe, if once you're with them and they're not getting in your way of this truth, they could you can stay. You know, read 14.
Okay. God, shoot down to verse 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now are they holy.
Verse 14.
God.
Let me read 14. For the believing wife brings holiness to her marriage. Huh? Okay. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 in the NLT verse 14. For the believing wife bring holiness to her marriage, and the believing husband bring holiness to his marriage. Otherwise, your children would not be holy, but now they are holy. 15.
God, back in the King James Version, 1 Corinthians 7 and 15. But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases, but the Most High had called us to peace.
Done. So if you're in a relationship while being in this truth, if that person wants to leave and they're not in the truth, the Most High is saying it's fine for them to go. He's putting you in peace. 16.
God, verse 16. For what knowest thou, O wife, whether thou shalt save thy husband? Or how knowest thou, O man, whether thou shalt save thy wife?
Done. So the Most High is saying you might be the savior for your other half, or your other half might be the savior for you. Now read 17.
17. But as the Most High had distributed to every man as the Lord had called every one, so let him walk, and not slack, and so ordain I in all churches.
Done. So whenever you get into this truth, it's the life that you must remain and have and stay in. Not looking for more or trying to gain more. Once you come into this truth, you stay in this truth and you continue. And in that verse it say, this is my rule for all the churches too, because all the churches have changed and disorganized this truth. Even right down to laws and rules and these so-called holidays and these pagan holidays and all these other things.
Verse 18. Is any man called being circumcised? Let him not become uncircumcised. Is any called in uncircumcision? Let him not be circumcision. Let him not be circumcised. Then shoot down to verse 21. Art thou called being a servant? Care not for it. But if thou mayest be made free, use it rather.
So the Father is saying you don't are you if you're a slave, don't let that worry you. But if you get a chance to be free, you take it. Yeah, read.
For he that is called in the Lord, being a servant, is the Lord's freeman. Likewise, also he that is called, being free, is a Mashiach servant.
Yeah, so if you were a slave and the Lord called you, you're now free in the Lord. And if you were free when the Lord called you, you're now a slave in Yahushai Amajiat, which is the greatest thing ever. Read.
God, verse 23. Ye are bought with a price, but not ye, Salak, but not ye, the servants of men.
Yeah, so the Father paid a high price for us, through sending His Son to die for us, and Him doing all of this and going through all of that. He's telling us to not giving to the world. You know what He has done. You know what is for us. What is there for us to come in the kingdom. What we have is way more than any AI or anything can offer you. So He's saying, don't be tricked enslaved by the world. And I got another precept. Don't be slave by the world. And let's get them Luke 12 and 23. Someone. Yeah.
Luke 12 and 23.
Yes, sir.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 23. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment.
God, life is more than just food, and the body needs more than just clothes. For clothes and the food and the clothes, we need more than that to make it into the kingdom. And God is saying everything else is just a distraction. Even your status in life. He doesn't care about that. Can someone get Matthew 6 and 20?
Matthew chapter 6, verse 20. But lay up for yourself treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through, nor steal.
Yeah, so don't be deceived by the treasures in this kingdom, because this kingdom is at its wits. Proverbs chapter 3, 13 to 15. Someone grab that for me, please.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse what?
13.
Proverbs 3 and 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding.
John. So in order to find wisdom, it goes back to what I was saying at the start, the importance of the truth in our daily lives. And that's how we find wisdom, by having this truth. Wisdom and understanding comes along with it. Read 14.
Verse 14. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold.
God, read.
She is more precious than rubies, and all things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her.
God. So nothing of this world is to compare to what's laid up for us, for what's coming in this new kingdom that belongs to Israel and belongs to us as long as we work for it. You know what I mean? Again, read that scripture. That's Isaiah 33, 6.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. It reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure.
God. Yeah, and then how do we gain wisdom and knowledge? We gain wisdom and knowledge from being in this fruit, from eating, sleeping, and drinking this fruit. God. So where we left off in 1 Corinthians 7. Which was your last verse? 22. 22. Okay. Yeah, so read 24.
God. This is 1 Corinthians 7 and 24. Brethren, let every man, when he is called, therein abide with the Most High.
God. Read 25.
Now concerning virgins, I have no commandment of the Lord, yet I give my judgment as one that hath ordained mercy of the Lord to be faithful.
You saying something, brother? Read 26.
1 Corinthians 7 and 26. I suppose, therefore, that this is good for the present distress. I say that it is good for a man to be so, to be so.
Yeah, 26. So because it's a present crisis, and the crisis is what is the end of times. And the Most High know that we have to be on our guards. We have to be, we have to be in the right spirit and in the right mind and doing and pushing this truth. You know. So he's saying it doesn't matter if you don't have a wife or a husband or a friend or a best friend or this, but what matters is you having the truth and knowing the truth and applying the truth and doing these things, because this is first priority. Nothing else matters. You know, where we read.
God, 1 Corinthians 7:27. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loose. Art thou loose from a wife? Seek not a wife.
Read.
But if, and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she had not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you.
Yeah, it's and the Most High is not saying not to get married, but in these times it's so troublesome, and then with you already having His word and everything Him first, He doesn't want you to get on responsibilities of the world, worrying about this, worrying about that, doing this, doing that, and then you end up, losing or forgetting or straying. So He wants us. He's not saying not to have it in this kingdom, but if you don't, it's better for you. Read.
And verse 29. What I said is, brethren, the time is short, it remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none,
John, read.
and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not.
John. So this was First Corinthians in the NLT version 30. Those who weep or rejoice or who buy things should not be absorbed by their weeping or their joy or their possessions. You know. So Moses is telling you, you're crying, you're rejoicing, you're buying things, you're weeping of the joy of their possession. None of these things are going to be helpful to you. All of these things are distractions. Read 31.
Verse 31, 1 Corinthians 7:31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
John, somebody get a precept from Proverbs 16 and 25. Just to go with this one.
And this is the book of Proverbs 16:25. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
John. So if you follow if you follow the things and absorb the things of this world and the possessions of it, those who use up things should not become attached to them. For this world, as we know it, it will soon pass away.
John.
And based on the kind of kingdom that we in today, in this kingdom, and the marriages and whatnot, Paul is saying that it is better off for you us not to be married. Not that we shouldn't get married or whatever, but because of the evil and wickedness of this kingdom, okay, and all the laws and things against the man in marriage. He said it would be better off for you to not to be married.
Yeah, because he's telling he's telling you to put what comes first anyway. Because all of it's going to lead to other things that's going to put him out of the way.
Because everything about this kingdom is against the Most High.
And then he's telling you these too because of the times that we're in.
Exactly.
The times is now. We don't have what we had then. You know what I mean? We almost out of here. We don't have time to slack. We don't have time to do this and do that. Because also is and the 32 verse 32 is going to explain this to us. Read 32.
God, 1 Corinthians 7:32. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried cared for the things that belongeth to the Lord, how he may please the Lord.
God. So I want you to be free from the concerns of life. An unmarried man can spend most of his time doing the Lord's work and thinking how to please the Lord, you know. But a married man has to think about earthly and responsibilities and how to please his wife. Not to say that it will put him off, but these are just other things we have to deal with anyway.
God,
You know, and the Most High is saying, what if we didn't? Then we'd have been more, you know, we'd have had less issues and, yeah, you know.
God.
So, read.
Is that just like a single brother in the truth? Whereas a brother in the truth, he have his wife and he have his family, but a single brother, you know, all his time he could focus on Yahweh Shem Yashai even more than all the other.
And Yahweh Shai loves that.
You see,
You
rather
know?
than flicking bullshitting around the place, causing problems and
God.
all that type of
Well,
stuff.
and I mean, it might seem harsh, but you don't have to worry about a wife. You don't have to worry about a child. You don't have to worry about, and it's all pressure to the Most High because the times that we are living in. You know what I mean? He's saying, hey, we almost here. We almost there. We are right there. So less distractions and more Him, the better for you. You know, read.
God, verse 33. But he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
Gone. Read.
There is a difference between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman cared for the things of the Lord, that she may be holy both in body and in spirit. But she that is married cared for the things of the world, how she may please her husband.
So the Lord is talking to both man and both woman in this truth. And read the other verse.
Verse 35. And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon the Lord without distraction.
Well, the fewer distractions as possible, and that's what the Most High wants. That's how we're gonna be able to. That's how we're gonna be able to. That's the importance of the truth in our daily lives. You know, that's how we're gonna be able to do this. You know what I mean? By having few distractions. Real 36.
God, verse 36. But if any man think that he behaveth himself uncomely towards his virgin, if she pass the flower of her age, and need so required, let him do what he will.
Gone.
He sinneth not, let them marry. Verse 37. Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart, having no necessity, but had power over his own will, and had so decreed in his heart that he will keep his virgin, do it well.
Good. Read 38. This
God,
is
verse 38. So then, he that giveth her in marriage, do it well. But he that giveth her not in marriage, do it better.
God. So the Most High is saying, if you don't have these responsibilities, then you have Him and just Him, that you will do better. Because He's telling you that He is it. He's all. He is the it. The truth is the it. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So nothing else matters. You know. Read 39.
God, verse 39. The wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth. But if her husband be dead, she is at liberty to be married to whom she will, only in the Lord.
Only if he is in the truth. So it shows you how how serious being in the truth is, man. Woman, especially for you women, you know, and for everybody else. You can get the last verse from there.
God. 1 Corinthians 7 and 40. But she is happier if she abide after my judgment. And I think also that I have the spirit of the Most High.
I will try my share. Calm, calm, brothers. So that's the end of my lesson, and I hope my lesson was edifying. Calm.
God.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the wild lessons, brothers. Beautiful lessons thus far. You know, like the brother say as we move.
Words of the Shah.
God, the words for sure as we move. All right, my lesson. I want to touch on to the spread and bow of y'all, but Shimmy Shai, because I was reading this based on an article I was reading. All right, and It goes, fatherlessness is the root cause of crime. All right. And they said, America. But we know ultimately all around the globe, fatherlessness is the root cause of crime. All right. In a society whereby the man is out of the home, you know, men being raised in these single homes with just their mothers, all right, what you think will happen? All right. We seeing it now, modern men being raised effeminate and emotional because only their mothers in the household. All right. Right. Okay. The natural structure is the man being the head of the woman. All right. But that's no more in this society. All right. Women believe they can do it all by themselves. All right. No fair in the house. Okay. And I'm going to show you a male presence is in a house is 100% different than just a female presence only. Okay. These kids nowadays don't even fear no damn woman. Okay. These little smallest children in children in their grade, these young generation, they don't fear no damn woman. All right. But you put a man in place, it's totally different. All right. Why is that? The natural, because the natural order, it ain't in this society, it the place. All right.
You're right, if I could say this, right? Even when you look at the numbers, right? The men do a far more better job in raising children. You know what I'm saying? By themselves. The single
Exactly.
parent.
Done. Yeah.
You see, because when you look at it, right, you have a man raising, let's say, a son and a daughter. That son and a daughter, they tend to be more successful in life.
Done.
But for instance, coming out of single mother, single parent home with just a woman, that's why you see the jails damn full up and the graveyard full up.
That's it.
And who ain't a part of them are a part of the Rainbow People community.
You know that. That's it.
You see? Look at man shit. Esau have the numbers right there. Just take the time and look at it.
Right.
That's it.
We gotta get some statistics. We gotta get some statistics over there in Babylon also. All right. So, let me go right into this article, right? It says fatherlessness is the one of the true root causes of crime in America. It says a new academic study is suggesting the presence of two parents in the household play a crucial role in ensuring safer communities. You see that? So it plays a crucial role in safer communities. Two parents, not one. All right. Now the brother brought out an analogy with a man as opposed to a woman is totally different. We saw that with Arnold Schwarzenegger when he's raising the child.
Yeah.
How he raised the child compared to the woman. The child was look like athletically fit, but on the woman's side per se, they go out of shape and look bad.
God.
Right.
More feminine, right?
Son, brother, let me give you the next point.
Go ahead, brother.
When in these families, when you have a woman only, what a woman does to a child. If a child does something wrong, or a child keep doing something, coming home crying, a woman embrace them, oh baby, just okay, you'll be all right, you'll be all right. But what a father does, the father disciplines, and he finds out why you're doing this, and he tell you, hey, quit this. You understand? Stop this and do that. But the mother embraces and loves, so that behavior will continue. But what the father does is he stops. He tries to stop. He tries to give rules because the Most High is working through man. You know what I mean? So without the father, then you excluding that child from the ruling of God. If you ask me, you know what I mean? So because he God dealing with these men, and the men needs to deal with the children so that they can know right and wrong and wrong and right.
John, and not only that too, from the single parent home, as the ark brought over with the father's raising the child, right? The child tend to honor the father more than he honor the mother, right?
Because the role model.
Right, right. And that child shows that father more respect than he shows the mother more respect.
God.
Because woman could calm down a child the way a man could calm down.
Right.
That's it. It just don't work. It just don't work, right?
Biological man. Father made it.
Right.
So yeah, man, it's two parents, not one. Esau is just Esau the rule has ruined the minds of our women. Get them thinking they could do it all by themselves. You notice how much of these young niggas out here, so these young ninjas out here so damn rude. Ain't got ain't got no friggin' manners as supposed to be in times past. You could have cut these kids' ass, the older generation, meaning other parents could have chastised your kids back then, and it wasn't no problem. When the child came home and they said, so and so cut their ass, they can get more licks
You know that.
back then. But do it now. Do it now. These young generation, they want you even touch their kids.
Right. Man, that goes right back to that movie what I was telling you about. You understand? People been desensitized from good and evil. You understand?
Done.
All right, this man like you. That right there, train up a child in the way that he may go. They take a whole community to raise the child.
Right.
You understand? You got a little child living out, and that child go and tell his parent. The parent ain't gonna find out from you what that child did. The parent come to you and fight.
Right. Yeah.
See like that? Instead of figuring out the problem. Right. See what I said? They don't know the difference between right and wrong.
Got it. You will.
They've been desensitized, right?
Right.
That's
Hey,
it. But
and this devil Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he knows this, right?
But he put the woman give them authority. That's why he support the woman.
And like the ark made that analogy. Okay, that you take the when you take the man away, it's like you take the most high away.
Yeah, you take discipline.
Right? You see?
You take right and wrong. You
Right.
take it.
And this devil knows that. Right.
right. So yeah, man. So if you touch their kids, they like to kill you. And the brother say it takes a village to raise a child. It's true. All right, because case in point, me working at the working working around kids. Basically, it takes it takes everyone. It takes basically a janitor. It takes a security. It takes everybody to do their part. They think only teachers teaching kids and everybody involved, even in the community.
Whatever community you're in, everybody's responsible for the growth of their kids. But like you say, where the woman don't know right and wrong, they wouldn't even allow that.
Right, right, all right,
You was up in the say that they mind.
right. But like I say, everything starts with a natural structure. Now we're gonna get the natural structure, right? But I went and looked up something, right? It says the consequences for having an emotionally absent father. All right. Now this is talking point. This what they say. It says they might develop people pleaser syndrome, codependency, and or attachment style deficits as they try to fail to attach a distant role model. They may be forced to model their mother as the emotional available role model because only her in a damn home. That's a role model. That's why you get so much emotional, effeminate young niggas out here today.
Because you got these mothers, they only know how to show and give love. They don't know how to discipline. They don't know how to do they can't do a father's job.
That's the point.
Right,
They cloaking the kids.
right. You cheering them only learn, but only fans. They cheering them only watching friggin' you twerking your ass on Snapchat or you on TikTok talking a whole heap of shit. That's all the cheering them looking at or in admiration. That's all they know. But let a man be there in place. You know,
Especially a man of the Lord.
you know. But the natural structure is the man in that place. All right. And since it says, and since she is married to an emotionally distant man, she's likely to have some issues, a very small list of needs and wants, and maybe natural codependent herself. I do not mean that the male child would model her feminine nature, but more her empathy, selfishness, and codependency. That's why we get a lot of these niggas just like these young niggas, just the way they is now. All right. That's why it is like that now. Exactly. He would likely become more in tune with the needs of women and listening for them. He may find his way to hero status by rescuing damaged or broken made choices. That's the mind of these niggas now.
The women growing now, he growing up picking the wrong woman,
Right,
or pulling to the wrong side.
right,
It messes their whole life up, man.
right.
That's something
It says, I suggest,
serious thing, but
him a positive male mentor if his father isn't up to the job. And do not limit shelter spoil to keep him from becoming a rugged individual. All right.
I guess what I'm saying is like, the Most High sends a figure, a man figure that's responsible enough to try and teach, the right thing.
Right, right. It says he need a man to teach him how to be a man.
Done.
All right. That's what a male figure in the home would do. All right.
And then too, like when the father is absent, let's say he's dead or in jail, right? Then they tend to go take on the role of their uncle. All right, that one may be a pimp or a drug dealer or something.
Done.
Yep.
See what I said?
Yeah.
So really and truly, that still ain't no man. So
That's
the real man is the man of the Lord.
That's it.
Right.
See, so he's still on the wrong side of the fence.
That's it.
Teach him how to be a man, but wrong man. And still lead him to death.
Right.
Done.
Right. But yeah, man, this society is effed up, man. But like I said, let's go get the natural order, brother. The natural order of things, because Esau have this thing fucked up, man.
Done. You know that. This is First Corinthians chapter 11. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am follower of Yahushai.
Say, follow me as I follow Yahushai. Basically, you know what I mean? Read on, brother.
Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinance
Right.
as I deliver them to you.
Right. Keep the ordinances. Ordinances goes back to order.
Yeah.
Now Paul is gonna state the order.
Right. But I would have you know that the head of every man is the Mashiach, Yahushai. And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of a Mashiach is the Most High.
All right. You see that Paul gave the order. The man over the woman. That's the structure. So when the man is removed from the equation, what you think happens after that? Confusion. All right. Confusion. That's why the scripture says this. Get Jeremiah 31 and 22. When the man is removed from the equation, you know what I mean?
This is Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh had created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
Right. And compass, that means to run circles around a man. All right. All right. Means they believe they are the head and he's the tail.
Right.
All right. And that's all to do with feminism. Who you have to blame for that? Esau. He get the so-called nigger woman on the pedestal. But guess what? That's going to change in a minute. That's going to change. All right. They believe they're superior. They're the superior. They can do it all by themselves. They don't need their child's father.
Right, but man, going back to Esau low military drive numbers. But they can see something when Esau say, well, hey, look here, y'all women gotta come do. Then they can want to run back to being feminine.
God,
Exactly.
God, Salaka, and then too, we have numerous videos with these same women them talking the same thing. You know, that when Esau say nah, when it's time for them to say they come in the military, they ain't gonna be for that.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. It can be too late then.
That's why the band them don't join the military. That because of the same shit they do stop.
Yeah.
You know?
You could imagine them try to fight one of them Russian. Shit. Or one of them Ishmaelite.
Who've been training their kids how to be a man from
Yep.
the ages of 2 to 3.
That's what I said.
Watching Lucky brother watching a video the other day with what they do with the Asian boys and the Russian boys. They from the ages of 2 to 6, they learn how to job. They fight and they only doing the job. They ain't punching yet. They learning how to and they setting them up. So you can imagine if that's what they're doing from this age, and when they get to here, they be warmongers, man. You know.
I tell you.
I could imagine one of them feminists that they're trying to come up
Right.
Right. Shut them down.
Right.
Yeah.
Man,
That's what America's afraid of, you know.
boy,
That's what Babylon afraid of. That's why they see them here. They got their borders crowded with all our people, bringing them in. You know, the first, one thing, they want them to vote because they don't want them other side to win, and they want them to fight. That's what they're there for.
right.
Man, like I said, man, who needs our army? You get all 18 nations.
The kingdom divided against itself will not stand. Or nation.
Right. The scripture say the men of Babylon are born to fight.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So, like I say, man, Esau have them. Uh, Basically, Esau have them on a pedestal. All right. Like I said, I can change in a minute, and they believe they're superior. All right. They can do it all by themselves. They don't need their child's father in their life. All right. They can make it with government assistance.
Esau really got these women in the prick box.
Right.
Okay, that's Steve fighting the apple right now.
Right.
Okay.
I look at a former basketball player. Right. What do you name him? Mon Shaw, but his wife is a rapper. Tiana. Well, not Tiana. I forget what her name is. His wife, right? All of a sudden, everything was good, but the minute they broke up, she complaining on. They like go social media that's fucked up the minds of these women. Oh, he's a piece of shit. Why all of a sudden now he's a piece of shit? All right, you know, and you really can't do nothing with them in this society. It's a piece of shit because the law, the law on their side.
It's better to be without.
Right, right. So the society favors more the woman. All right. Okay, so let's go. Let me get more on this article. You know what I mean? Let me get us more on this article, right? So, like, let me just pull it up first, right? All right. It says Wall Street Journal columnist Jason Riley, who recently wrote about the topic, argued on Sunday Night in America with Ted Brody that the biggest root of crime is fatherlessness. All right. So, like, it says, so, like, let me just get this one again. He said the biggest root for crime in America is fatherlessness. He says, I think the biggest problem here is fatherlessness. It is one of the true root causes of this. So, like, tell this plane and fly over. Right. He said, I think the bigger problem here is fatherlessness. It is one of the true root causes of this. We know that the correlation between a child coming from a fatherless home and ending up in prison or in drugs or in a single parent himself are more strongly correlated with whether that child came from a fatherless home. That is with race, that is with ethnicity, that is from poverty and income level. Riley said, so the bigger factor is, in fact, fatherlessness, and we don't talk about it that enough. So fatherlessness is the root cause of why we get all this shit going on right now. All right. Well, we know America is Babel is the land of confusion. So everything is that's a confused state. You know what I mean? That place is mixed up. So ain't no law and order in our place. You know what I mean? Okay. The man is looked down in this society. They are the spies. All right. I was watching a lesson with the apostle the other night. You know what I mean? And it's an old video with Kevin Samuels. You know what I mean? And he was asking them, do you think uh Asian man will you accept you who you is, or from these other nation? They say no. Say, would a black man accept you? They say yeah, because they don't look at black man as no damn king. They look at black niggas as ass. All right. They don't look at the black man as no. They don't they don't respect the black man in society. Right. Right. Like the elders say years ago, when we's coming over here to the Americas on those ships, who was the ones who came up against us? Our own woman.
He's going against us right on the slave ship.
Right,
Yeah, but if you do that, that's not what you captivity.
yep,
You're
right.
still in captivity.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably.
You know?
And Esau probably was the push for it.
Yeah, people eating the apple from there.
You know, Esau is planting. He's a planner.
Right, right. So so it says yeah. So it says we know that the correlation between a child coming from a fatherless home and ending up in a prison or drugs on it or in a single parent himself as much more strongly correlated with that whether that child came from a fatherless home. All right, and you see that how many killing we done had thus far for this year. All right, who you think causing it? These flicking young little damn demons, young niggas. If you were to check statistically in the last 3 years of the niggas' ages, all right, for crime, I think but 90% of them come out single homes. All right. And guess what our modern day king wanna have a national arrest on tackling crime, the root cause of crime? You know this one of the main reason right here. I might as well tell you it's not gonna stop. All right. In ancient world it wasn't as bad. All right. Okay. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. All right. You know, even during the time of King Solomon was 40 years of peace. It was order, and that's a prelude to our kingdom. But now, compare that to now. This place is a piece of shit. All right. So guess what? Hey, it ain't gonna stop from this moment on, or it's only gonna get worse. This is only the tip of the iceberg. All right. A lot of niggas in jail, women nowadays by themselves. All right. This the kind of niggas what they raising right here. All right. Get a second here, just 5 and 8, brother. This the kind of niggas what they raising in the society right now. All
All
right.
right. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 5, verse 8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places. The fire shall offset out again. The wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
And menstruous woman shall bring forth monsters. And those monsters ain't talking about that shit you see on the TV, because you know Jake Simple out here.
You know that?
That's talking about these pure effing demons who don't regard no one.
Young gremlin.
Right. That's these damn. I watched something last night. The brother post. This damn big fat nigga look like a rap star. You know what that's why I show this rap music is garbage. Right. He just in this music video eating a bunch of damn chicken and things. Go ahead, brother.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 21 and verse 18 and 19. Okay? This is the difference in time back in the Bible and in biblical, okay, and with the prophets and whatnot, and today, okay, with okay, these boys or kids that are being raised by women, okay, and verse 18 states, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him or chastened him, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out into the elders of the city and unto the gate of this place. Okay. And verse 20, and they shall say unto the elders of the city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious, and he will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. Okay. And all the men of the city shall stone him with stones that he die. So shall thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Okay. No, not my time. I got one that's the same character in nature.
So yeah, man. That's the kind of niggas these menstruous women bringing forward these monsters. That's what these single mothers raising. You know what I mean? And also social media is ruining their minds, man.
That's what I was going to tell you, Stocky. say they don't believe in, but that they believe in social media
That's what they,
and these foolishness
that's what they're pushing now. Okay,
things.
okay, Mashiach, okay, all of this is against the Most High. Okay, all of this is deception. Okay, yeah.
That's why most I talk so much
They
about
put it in the movies, they put it in the rap music and whatnot. All of this, you know, will go against the.
it's a big thing, and then there's so many tell the jigs nowadays. They feel like, hey, this is normal.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
all
So
that is against.
when we come up against it, then we crazy.
Yeah,
You know, we losing our minds. We just because we can see all of these things, but they see all of these things as a normal something in their mind.
and it's against the law and statutes of the Most High of the Bible. It's against the commandment.
Right. Right. It says the FBI's 2022 crime and the nation data report released in October 23 revealed nearly 1 million vehicles were worth more than 20 million were stolen throughout the United States as the rate of motor vehicles thefts increased by more than 8% nationwide. And who you think doing that? These young fucking thugs. All right, young thugs. I saw on a video. I see a Jake, and everything is based on technology. Niggas them down steal a Rolls Royce. All right, I steal a Rolls Royce. All right.
So I get now that you say about the cars, the brother just was talking about these cars. Yeah, neither they get themselves killed trying to these cars. They
Right.
get themselves catch. You know what I mean?
Right.
God take your picture and record you in there.
Right.
Or stop when you think you could go.
Right.
People shut it right down.
Right. They take full control and guide us straight to the police station.
Yeah.
Right. Right. It says the rate of property crimes for 100,000 citizens also increased 7.1% from 2021 to 2022 per FBI data, with a total of 6,513,829 related charges filed by police. Larcenses, the agency said, increased by 7.8%. The rate of burglaries, however, remained unchanged. When asked about the importance of a father's presence in the child's life, right, Riley said they're role models. All right, a child and father's life is role models. All right, they are simply role models. They teach their sons how to behave, how to carry themselves, how to treat women, and that is what fathers have done throughout civilization. So we gone from that part. All right. You know why? Let's get it right. Because everything is turned upside and this is turned upside down in society. Get Isaiah 29:16. And get Jeremiah 6 and Isaiah 29:16 and Jeremiah 6 and 16.
God, this is Isaiah 29 and 16. Okay, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
Right. You see that? Surely you're upside. Read it again, the first line.
God says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Can't. And Esau's to blame for all this. Teaching you woman feminism from back in the garden. He get you all confused. I was thinking you all is the head and the man is the tail. Esau have everything upside down. All right, everything is turned upside down. But the Israelite man will be put back in that right place. All right. All right. Fatherless homes are detrimental to a child's upbringing and adulthood. Okay. All right. Okay. What the scripture say? Let's get that scripture in Jeremiah 6 and 16.
This is Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 16. Thus saith the power, stand ye in the way and see and ask for the old path. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls.
Right.
But they said, we will not walk therein.
Right. It says in the article, right? It says how to carry themselves, how to treat women, and this what the fathers have done through our civilization. Okay. Back to the old parts of our fathers, how everything was governed as the man being the head. But these woman thing also in this society, I'm independent. I can raise my own kids. That's a damn lie. That's why you have so much young niggas so soft. Young niggas ain't masculine, they effeminate. All right. That's who the woman. That's who the man looking at as role models of that's only a single room with the mother.
strong, independent black woman.
All right. All right. So at the end of the day, Esau get everything fucked up, man. All right. Okay.
Strong and
Esau get
independent.
everything messed up.
You're independent of the Most High God. Okay, and you're dependent on Esau. All right, you're independent of God's law, but you're dependent on Esau and his
Right.
rigmarole.
So
Yeah.
right. We can end it with the scriptures because at the end of the day, you know, our modern day king, he's gonna do a live. He's gonna do a live thing tomorrow, based talking about crime, right? The root cause of crime. All right, but crime is not gonna stop right now. This is gonna continue until Yahushua comes back. All right, and it's gonna intensify to the point they can't do a shit. They can't do nothing now. So as time progresses on, the apostle named this year the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Crime is only gonna get worse, man. So okay.
Okay, and you could also listen to see if he would have
7
anything
17.
to say, okay, pertaining to the lesson that you just give, okay,
Right.
pertaining to your lesson.
God.
Would he have any statements regarding referring to the fatherless homes or whatever?
Right.
Or fathers not being allowed to, give discipline and take leadership of the homes.
That's it.
And on top of that, as harm increase, the crime increase as well.
Exactly.
Because them do go on and on.
Right.
According to Amos 7:17.
Right. We can read right there. We can edit right there.
That's it. Amos 7:17. Therefore, thus said Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city.
Harlot means a whole bitch or prostitute. That's what a harlot is. The brother that's big mentioned us now. When that increase, the crime increase.
Yeah.
How much woman you see out there for this year thus far in this country that get killed for whoredom? We hear about the news.
That's it. And people look at that girl who get shoot up in a car with that nigga as nothing. But that's judgment.
Right.
Because the scripture tells us when the scribes and Pharisees come against Yahushua, when the coup, they could pick up the stone to stone Yahushua, right? And he was kneeling down in the dirt, and when he looked at them, say, "He that without sin cast
That's the first stone.
Right? Now, because Yahushua know the law. In order for them to bring judgment upon that woman, that man had to been there.
Right.
That's why they didn't bring judgment on her.
Right.
So now, guess what? That woman got killed along with that nigga. She was adulteress.
Yep.
All right. So and that man get put to death, and that was righteous judgment from the Lord.
One shot.
Right. And people say, "Oh, I heard it on us the video. Oh, they so cold. They ain't cold. The Most High cold."
That's it.
You don't, brother.
So, thus said the Lord power Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
You seeing it now?
That's it. All right. So the more harm increase. All right. So the more violence and bloodshed is gonna happen. All right. But I was talking to a co-worker, and she was like, "Man, yeah, you could have a woman doing everything for her, right? But then at the end of the day, man, she still can go look for somebody else.
You know that.
Regardless of what you're doing for her. Right? And then a little while back, I brought this article out that 50% of women have a backup man. You see what I said? Let you know what harm is on the rise. You know what I said?
So Autumn is on the rise, and Esau is responsible for Autumn. Right? He's responsible for our women and their being in their wrong state of mind.
That's it.
So he's responsible for all of this. That I mean, the Most High kills, but you know why all of this is happening.
I hope that in this national address tomorrow too.
Right.
And what promote a lot of that is the soaps and whatnot, and these women and things watching these the guiding latest thing on as the world turn, they get all kind of lifestyle and whatnot.
What's their Christianity?
Right.
They say they believe in God, but they're not following His rules.
The bold and the beautiful and things.
God will say, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
Right.
And thy
The lock it. That's why a lot of niggas getting killed by the modern day sword is the gun. All right. That's what the scripture's saying. That's why a lot of niggas getting die horrible death. Your son and your daughters. How much time women get killed for the year thus far? How much women get killed by the sword thus far? That's judgment from the Lord. So these things is gonna increase.
God.
Read that.
and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land.
You polluted land. This
Right.
ain't our homeland.
So we still in slavery.
Right.
Exactly.
So the crime ain't gonna stop.
No. And Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land.
Right. That's why I say we still in the land where we've been scattered, serving captivity.
Yep.
Right. You can't do nothing but crime.
Nope.
Right.
So I know what he's talking about. He gonna address the root cause.
The
of
root
crime.
cause. The root cause is right there.
You can't do but crime and the couldn't send man rule.
Just the root cause right there.
Yeah.
The criminal, the world criminal.
If they think it getting better.
Stop crime.
Right.
This kingdom made of crime.
Hey, all kingdoms was raised with violence and none was raised without it. So this the last kingdom right here. All right. So it's going to be a lot of blood, a lot of violence, a lot of blood until leading up to Yahushua's second coming. So
Kingdom suffer violence.
that's it. Right. So in his address, he need to address, mainly that. All right. So only death and destruction coming. And that's pretty much that.
That's it. That's it. That's death and destruction. All right. So yeah, man, the word of the Lord have been spoken. Okay, like the ark is say, take the meat, throw away the bone. Okay. So yeah, man. So with that, we like to give all praises to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem,
Shalom. Shalom.